Hello everyone, welcome to another episode here at the Winslow Mansion. And once again we are being brought to you by the coronavirus, which brought us the coronavirus, not the Chinese coronavirus. If we call it the Chinese virus, it's racist. The China virus. It's going to be kind of a short show tonight. We're not coming with guests tonight, but tomorrow, some of you know Roger Keene. I believe he's stopping by, and then Thursday night we have another guest swinging by, and that might be kind of a surprise, but a shorter show tonight. And at any rate, shorter show tonight. It's been these trying times here. We're trying to kind of keep things light here at the house here. But here's what I do want you all to do. I want you to, you know when you go around, and if you have a Google Maps on your phone, and it'll say like you were at Leo's, for example, one of the top restaurants in town. I want you, it'll say, how was Leo's restaurant? I want you to, when you're on your walks, I want you to give all the restaurants in town a 5-star rating, take a picture of the outside, and then say it was the best place ever. And so that's if you can't afford right now to eat at places, get the curbside treats, whatever, at least give everyone in town a 5-star rating on the Google Maps, and or at least Yelp. Give everyone a good review on Yelp. Okay, so now, has anyone had to apply for online benefits at all? And I've never ever had to do this, but the unemployment benefits, and I know I've always had stuff taken out of my paycheck, and I've honestly, that was it. Unemployment insurance taken out of my paycheck, and it was always X amount of dollars. I'm totally not paying any attention. I actually had to apply for it. It was really quite a task because I did it on my phone, and it was quite irksome because, okay, so you're typing stuff in, okay? Of course, I've been working mainly, if I'm not trolley boy, I'm working as a substitute teacher from like when it's not trolley boying. I'm working as a substitute teacher. And of course, a lot of us are not working as a substitute teacher. Oh yeah, wasn't today the first day of online education? And I understand, didn't the sites crash? Schoology, didn't that like bomb? Maybe some of the teacher friends can chime in on that, but I think, didn't it all like crash? And from what I understand, a lot of emails were sent, and I'm really hoping that it all works out. And I'm hoping the kids enjoyed it. Schoology, I'm assuming that's what they're all working on. Is there going to be school? I don't know. I coach softball, but I hope it all works out for the teachers. They do a wonderful job. They're an essential. I'm not essential, obviously, because I'm just a substitute, but I enjoy doing that. I enjoy working with the people. And I'm totally going off on a tangent, and I totally forgot the original part of my story here. But at any rate, oh yeah, here's another thing I was going to say. If you guys are having trouble motivating your students, I can come over and I can channel like my drill sergeant from basic training, and I can get all like, trash can tops, and I can bang them in their bedrooms and get up and ask them what is their major malfunction, get in their business, get up, do your work. If you need me to do that, maybe we can come up with a price and everything. Oh yeah, another thing I was going to do, everyone, you guys, here's my tip jar. Just fill it up throughout the course of the show today. Okay, so yeah, so at any rate, getting back to the online benefits. Oh yeah, well, I was going to say hello to, speaking of school and so on, I was going to say hello to, and I think he's watching, some of the great kids in school I work with. Davis, Wolfe, I'm saying hello to him. Some of you guys might know Mary Valsvik, Wolfe, and you probably know Leanne Valsvik. Some of my favorite neighbors growing up in the Fair Meadows area. At any rate, Davis, hello, I hope you're watching. And he was always one of my favorites. But sometimes I would go into the classroom, and I always could tell Davis was up to mischief, because he always had a look about him that he was going to cause trouble for the establishment that particular day. And if you work with a lot of these kids, I always knew Davis was up to no good on that particular day, and that's usually what happens. You get to know a lot of the kids, and Davis was always one of my favorites. So Davis, if you're walking, hello. I promised I would say hello. And yeah, so getting back to the applying for the online unemployment, and I honestly can't even believe I was eligible. So I'm applying for them, and it's a state-ran site, so we can't guarantee that it's going to run smooth, right? And so I'm applying, and what's your main job? And of course, I'm all up in the air. What is my main job? I have multiple main jobs, like from spring and summer, I'm trolley boy. But like in the winter, I guess right now, and I've had a bunch of jobs canceled out, I'm substitute teacher boy. And so I'm a substitute teacher. And that was even, they didn't really have anywhere for me to check off that. So, well, education, so I'm kind of education. I checked that off. Okay, so what training have you had for this job? Well, and I always tell the kids, I went to substitute teacher college over in New Richmond, Wisconsin, and they always kind of stare at me because with kids, not so much the high school kids, but at least with the junior high kids, middle school kids, as long as you keep a straight face, the middle school kids will believe anything you tell them. And so I always tell the middle school kids, I went to substitute teacher college over in New Richmond, Wisconsin. The Fighting Lumberjacks, or just the Jacks, we call them. I played on their football team, and I did some coaching for them for a while. And so the question was, well, what training do you have for this? And I have a BA in education. I'm typing this all on my phone. Maybe I should have used my computer, gone someplace. Well, you can't go anywhere and steal their internet. And I type it in my phone. I have a BA in education. I'm part of a master's degree, which I'm never going to finish. And the only reason I finished is for an ego thing. And it didn't like that answer because it's a state-run website. Okay, so I take off and I have part of a master's degree. I just got rid of that. I didn't use an exclamation mark. I got rid of that. And so, well, how can I fix this to make it work? Okay, what if I put a period in between the B and the A in education? It finally just putzing around with it. It didn't just let me do a BA in education. I had to put B period, A period in education. And the education, and I didn't capitalize it. It had to be a small case. Education, period. I can't use an exclamation mark. And I'm always using exclamation. In education, just an education. And so there was a lot of fooling around with it. And then a lot of things like that. I suppose a government ran website. And finally, after like 2 hours of trying to get the benefits to finally work, and of course, if you're old like me, single, no kids, I really didn't need to apply for it, but I applied for it. And I think they're sending me some money. I got the letter somewhere. I didn't even open it up. But I think I should ask someone who's applied for this stuff, what do I do next? But I got the letter. I should probably open it up. But I think I have to do it once a week, right? And I have to apply for jobs. I'm assuming, though, but if there's going to be something in there where I'm not applying for jobs, right? Because I'm not going to. You can't apply for jobs because everything is closed, right? Okay, so that's the deal. Applying for jobs, or excuse me, unemployment benefits wasn't very easy because that state-ran website was not working very well. So, not a good deal. So, not very good at all. So, okay, so, tape measure, here's something you guys can do when you walk around town in your walks or whatever. Tape measure, you can go to Menards, whatever. If you go to Menards, maybe bring some handy wipes or something, wipe everything down, and you can, of course, just, swing it out a bit. And then you can always know you're going to be, and if you're Canadian, I know, I think, is it 2 meters? Because, just 2 meters. Let's not, 2 meters, be 2 meters. And just, there you go. That's your measurement there. And then, of course, we can always measure things out with the quarantine 15. And if we metric that, it's going to be roughly, 7 kilos? Let's just stick with American stuff, though. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, make sure if you can't even afford meals right now, just give all the local restaurants a good Google review if you can, okay? Just everyone do that, okay? I haven't been watching that crazy exotic Joe. What's his name? The Joe Exotic. Why isn't he calling himself Joe Quarantine? I wrote stuff down and I forgot the joke I had for this. I wrote down Joe Exotic. How come he's not called Joe Quarantine? Okay. I mean, really, because, okay, so there's murder involved. I haven't watched it. I don't know if I'm going to watch it. Obviously, if you're living in domestics are up, I know. And it sounds like we could probably have it written somewhere. It's sad. Okay, so, and the other day I was out and about and I went to I don't know, I went to a convenience store. They're still open and I didn't have my normal high karate on, but I made do. And what I did is, and let's say this is Germax or Purell or something, and normally I wear high karate. You guys know me, I'm big on the high karate. I dumped a little Purell behind my ears, and this woman said to me, it smells like you're wearing some Purell. So if you guys want to try new cologne, I suppose gals could do it too. A little dabbing of Purell behind the ears. There you go, because they're going to know you have some Purell or hand sanitizer. Just put it on. You bathe in that stuff. It's a good new cologne out right now. Give it a shot. It seemed to work for me the other day at the Quick Trip. Try it out. Okay, so now our top 5 quarantine country songs, and we're going old school. We're not going this modern country stuff, because if I am listening to country music, I actually listen to legit country music, meaning it's probably written before 1981. Okay, so number 5. Number 5, she's acting single, I'm drinking double. Meaning this couple has lived together for a while, they're quarantined together. She's acting single, she's on the other side of the room the whole time, she's working at home, maybe she has a online business thing, and he maybe doesn't work, whatever, right now because of the layoffs, whatever. He's just drinking a lot. She's acting single, not paying attention to him. Gary Stewart song came out, the Essential Gary Stewart album, late 70s, kind of a honky-tonk thing there. Okay, now, of course, you guys are seeing this Folsom Prison Blues. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. And we all relate to that song, Johnny Cash. And that, he actually, didn't he sing that song in Folsom Prison? Didn't he sing that, June Carter Cash? Didn't she there? Okay, so yeah, that's number 4. Number 3, I'm in the jailhouse now. And we'll just go with the old brother, Where Art Thou soundtrack on that one. We've all seen that one. A bunch of other people saying that one. That goes back to like the 1920s. That's an old school one. Okay, so, and then we're going to go with a Johnny Paycheck song. This is really honky tonk. 11 months and 29 days. And basically, Johnny Paycheck, and I think wasn't he in prison? He like shanked a dude or something. At any rate, 11 months and 29 days. He's in jail. And YouTube it, whatever. It's a prison song, and it gives him street cred. Why did I do a David Allan Coe song in this one too? I should have done that, but I didn't. I kind of threw this all together. So it's a short show today. Tomorrow, like I said, we have Roger Keane, and he and I are going to talk about some of our travel adventures over the years and some of the, well, situations we've gotten into that we had to get ourselves out of. We'll talk about the time we got chastised by the beautiful Brazilian women at the Brazilian consulate down in Atlanta, GA. We'll talk about it tomorrow. That's a little taste of what's going on tomorrow. You had to be there, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. Now, number one, by Tom T. Hall, A Week in the County Jail, and that's a good, the old storyteller, Tom T. Hall. Once again, YouTube that one. And, okay, and I promised our Mayor Ted that I would mention this a little bit. It looks like the river is coming up a bit. I don't know. I guess you can contact the city, or Ted will talk about it more. I don't even know if he's ever going to be on the show. Well, he's too busy, let's be honest. He's doing an awesome job here in town. The river's coming up, and it looks like they're preparing for these things downtown, right? Is that what's going on? And the river's coming up. That's all we need, right? We got the stairs shutting down. We got rivers coming up. What next? What else could happen? We got viruses out of control. It's like the end of the world, right? Well, let's all have a positive attitude. I'm determined to have a show as long as this virus thing is going on. And oh yeah, I was going to talk about my storm chasing too. I actually had to go get new tires today here at a discount tire, and I got a $50 gift card. Well, I got the original tires, not the original tires, but when I got my Chevy Cruze, I got these tires I can get. If I put the cruise control on at 61 miles an hour, I can get up to 42 miles to the gallon, and I wanted that same tire. And so they put that on there, so I'm hoping to get good mileage on the tire. And if any of you want to go storm chasing this spring, let me know. But I want just help me pay for gas. Yeah. So, at any rate, this virus, I'll commit myself to doing. I'm sure half a dozen are watching the show right now. But I'm committed to doing. What else do I have to do, if anything? I'm committing to do more shows until the virus is over. It's kind of like a Jerry Lewis telethon, isn't it? Yeah, I'll do more shows, whatever. We got, like I said, Roger Keane tomorrow. And I think Thursday, some of you guys might know, funny man, Tim O'Neill. He graduated, what, 1990? Is that when he graduated? At any rate, yeah, he'll be showing up on Thursday. And yeah, this whole virus thing here has got us going crazy. Let's treat each other well. I did, and this might be kind of a boring story, but I did get a message. Now, when I was in Bali, I was befriended this young Russian gal. She was quite a bit younger than me. Well, she was younger than me, like 23. At any rate, so she's in Russia right now. She lives in Siberia. And I just called her Surfer Girl because she was a surfer. And we'd hang out. A lot of times, though, when I travel, and this is okay, like when I was in Senegal this last time, this young, although she was like 30, um, we'd hang out in Senegal, and I think sometimes these young gals want to hang out with me, which is okay, of course, because then they hang out with, and then they adopt me like stray cats, which is all right. Then people, well, men don't bother them, which is okay, you know. At any rate, this young gal, she's living in Russia. She sent me a message. Can you make like a video of how things are going in the United States? Um, she has made friends. She travels a lot. And what was the point of my story? But at any rate, well, we did hang out in Bali. And she'd come over to her. She was staying in a youth hostel, and Roger, well, maybe we'll talk about this tomorrow, but she'd come over. She was staying in a youth hostel, and her facilities weren't the greatest. She'd come over and use our facilities, shower facilities. They were way better because we were at a nice hotel there. And then she'd use our pool, and she surfed a lot. Use our pool, and then after a while she'd want to go surfing, and she'd say, "You come with me to the sea now." And so then I'd go down to the beach with her. And then if I was hanging out with her down at the beach, the young surfer dudes would leave her alone. And they'd kind of, their long hair and their Australian thing, their surfer thing, but yeah, they'd kind of stare at me angrily. But then we'd head back to the resort, and then all the Karens, they're at the beach. What's the point of my story? The Karens would kind of look at me angrily because this young, beautiful Russian girl was hanging out with me. They'd look at me angrily, and then the young surfer dudes would hang out with me. But I'd give them kind of a shooter McGavin. I don't know what else to do. But at any rate, so she's sending me a message about how things are going in Russia. And a lot of misconceptions, the media, whatever, is telling her what's going on. So she wanted me to make a video. I made a video, and I'm having the darndest time trying to send it over there. It's my file. I tried to make a short video, a shorter video. I can't send it. If you guys know how to send a video, I'm supposed. You know what I did is and I should do this even better. I purposely had the weapons in the back. I sat here and did the video, and of course I had and I said how Americans are stockpiling weapons and everything. And I'm trying to, and I should actually, when I film it again tomorrow, maybe someone can help me, have like McDonald's bags right here, just do all the stereotypes, and have the weapons in the background. I say, and I even said, people are stockpiling weapons, just all the stereotypes of the Americans. And I said, people are stockpiling alcohol, Cuban rum, of course, this is illegal. Not really, you can have Cuban rum, you just can't buy it. And once again, we are sponsored by, I really like Corona. That's a good deal. So, at any rate, throughout the world, things are going crazy. And then, so I'm supposed to make a video and send it to a surfer girl over in Siberia and how things are going there. And that Swiss gal, she's doing okay. She's trapped in Senegal. And just by this, I could have been stuck in West Africa, Senegal, and then she wanted to, well, that's not important, that part of the story, but I guess, yeah, I was almost stuck in West Africa. I barely made it out of there, but that's not a fun story. We won't get into that. But at any rate, that's kind of the I don't have, it was going to be a shorter show today. I think we've covered some good ground today. You can still work out. You can't do the stairs. I think that was an executive order. There's still, I went up Chillicoot, and I think I don't know, will they keep Chillicoot closed to vehicles? A lot of people on Chillicoot today. And there you go. Oh yeah, another thing I was going to say, they have these bears. people put bears up in windows and they have a bear hunt. And so the kids walk around town and they see like a teddy bear in the window. And I ever tell you guys that time I had a nightmare? It wasn't this winter, the winter before. I'm sure I've said this, but I had a dream one time that the giant teddy bear at Teddy Bear Park, it came to life and started to destroy the downtown. Ever tell you that story? I'm sure I have somewhere. But if that's a story, the thing came to life, started to destroy the downtown. Yeah, at any rate. So, at any rate, yeah, tomorrow we're going to have Roger Keane here. And then Thursday, I think Tim O'Neill played football for Stillwater. And then we have some other people probably in the future. I don't know how many more these shows I'm going to do, but as long as the quarantine is going on, and admittingly so, I do these shows more for my amusement, if anything. And yeah, I think we covered a lot of ground tonight, and yeah, that's about it. I think you got the Andy Griffith show going on right now, one of my favorite all-time shows. I forgot to turn it off, so that's it, you guys. Thanks for watching. I don't know how many people I have watching tonight. Usually got about half a dozen or so people watching every night, so those are pretty good numbers. And thanks for watching, and stay safe.